Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here, and today we are opening up a Digimon TCG box, Battle of Omni. First of all, happy BT5 release to everyone out there. There are a lot of new decks that are coming out of this. It really changes how we're going to be playing this game a lot, simply because there's a lot of good cards in here. We're talking Omnimon Zwart, we're talking Omnimon Blitz, we're talking Shoutmon DX, so lots of good cards in this set that are really going to reshape the way that we play the Digimon trading card game. Let's go ahead and open up our box. We got 12 packs in here, I'm sorry, 24 packs in here. What is our box topper going to be? I'm hoping it's either Matt and Ty or Nokia. So let's see what we got. Our box topper is going to be, hey, Matt and Ty. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. This is a super sick box topper. Really excited to have this. This is actually really cool. I'm glad that I was able to get that one out of all the available ones. Nokia and the other, I think they're the Cyber Sleuth gang, those are probably better for meta purposes, but I'm super excited for this Matt and Ty simply because I love Omnimon and this works really well with it. So at the start of your turn, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, gain 2 memory, always good. And then your turn, all of your Digimon with Omnimon in their names get security attack +1. Really sweet. And the security effect, of course, play this card without having to pay the memory cost. I really like that card. I think it's really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's hop into the boosters and see what we can get today. So what I'm hoping for is an antibody Omnimon, maybe another Omnimon, and then hopefully another Lord Nightmon. There's just so much. There's so much in this box that I would like to get. Let's go ahead and fix our zoom. Just try and get it so that it focuses on the card well. Alright, I think that is as close as we're going to get with a webcam. So I'm hoping at some point I'll upgrade my stuff so I can do good for cards, but for now, this is what we got to work with. Alright, so we got the Paildramon, Cutemon, Hylomon, Gaussamon, Agumon, the good Omnimon that searches up, Ultimate Flare, always a good card, Sumamon, Chris Paildramon, Blazing Storm of Metal, Diaboromon as our first rare, and our second one is Takumi Aiba, a really good card for blocking Rookie Rush. At your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves, you may suspend this tamer to trigger draw +1, always a good effect. And then all turns, all level 3 Digimon gain when attacking, lose 1 memory. Really solid way of stopping the enemy in their tracks by making it so that they cannot just Rookie Rush you to game, because then they'll just lose all the memory. They'll get like only 3 attacks in at best, so really solid stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and take the memory counter out, which I forgot to do last pack. Alright, we got a Floramon, Karamon, Siakomon, Cubimon. I actually really want to build a deck around this, just for fun, Black Growlmon, Gladamon, really solid target for the Lord Nightmon deck, Black Mach Gaugamon, Shooting Starmon, really good for, I think, the Lord Nightmon deck. On deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3000. Actually, no, this is not the card that I'm thinking of. We've got a Koromon, a Monitormon, a Monitormon, Sakuyamon, really cool. I think I have a playset of this now, so I could build the deck, and an Argomon as our second rare. So each box, we're expecting to have, I believe, 7 SRs, 1 alt, and 1 secret. So let's see what we can get in this box here. Alright, we got the Triceramon. We've got a Garbagemon, just straight up Garbagemon. Kurisarimon, Koalamon, Royal Nuts, Jokermon, Palmon, really good Palmon that lets you bring in more Palmons from before that are in the trash pile. Shoutmon, Transcendent Sword, Kiwimon. Our first rare is going to be an Earthshaker, and our Chaos Gallantmon as our first SR of the box. Let's go ahead and grab our perfect fit sleeves here and get a sleeve for our Chaos Gallantmon. So this puts me at 2 Chaos Gallantmons, which I think is like a good ratio. I do want to play Lilithmon Loop. I do think that deck is actually really incredibly crazy. I think honestly any deck in this game that lets you control memory, I think is really a good move, because when you control memory, not only are you controlling your own plays, but you're actually also controlling your opponent's plays, letting them say like, hey, alright, this is how many resources you get to start your turn off with, and memory is so crucial, necessary for digivolving, necessary for playing option cards, so that's why I think purple is just such a good deck in this game. We've got Tai Kamiya and Matt Ishida to go with our promo, Tai and Matt, and we also get a Arata Sonata, the black tamer that is apparently really good for the Diaboromon deck that I never looked into. All right, so I really like this set. It's got really good tamers. Actually, one other thing that I want to say about this set that I actually think is really important for people who like to buy packs and even singles. Ooh, we got the Talmon. One thing that's very important about Battle of Omni is that there are not a lot of SR cards, and I actually find that to be super critically important. First of all, super funny card. You can't actually fly. So mean. Look at these Black Garudamons. He's just trying to live. He just wants to live. Superstar Mon. But one important thing about this set, we've got, let's do the rares first. We've got the Balukomon and, ooh, Omnimon Sword alternate art. Ooh, baby, let's go. Okay, all right. Let's grab a sleeve for our Omnimon Sword. Oof. Oof. Oh, this is a beautiful card. This is an absolutely sick card. It's so cool because I got the Omnimon Zwart, or I'm sorry, the Omnimon alternate art in my first box. Second box came with Omnimon Zwart alternate art. Let's go. Now, oh gosh, the best part about the alternate arts in this set is that they are two parts. I guess it's the best and the worst part is that you can collect two different cards, put them together for an amazing piece of artwork. So I really, really like this. I don't think this goes with the Omnimon that I have. I think the Omnimon that I have goes with Armageddonmon. But super cool Omnimon Zwart alternate art. Let's go. Super excited to play this because I really do want to play that Lilithmon loop deck. So if we can get another Omnimon Zwart, I am only one away from a playset of Omnimon Zwarts. Alright, so back to my commentary. One really good thing about this set is, again, it does not have a lot of SRs, meaning that every box that you pull should relatively have the SRs you're looking for, just because there really isn't a lot of options to pick from. I think there's only like 7 or like 8 or 9 of them, so really you're only missing 2 SRs with every single box that you get, and Mega Digimon Fusion, always good, and then a Hexablaumon as our only our second SR. So because there's not a lot of SRs and you're guaranteed more or less a handful, like 7 out of the 9 SRs, every box you get should have a decent chance of you getting the SRs you need. Now, what that means for the secondary market is actually something super important, is that if everyone is getting the SRs they need, the market is going to get flooded. It's not like the previous sets where there were a ton of SRs, so your chances of getting the one that you wanted was really, really low. Now it's the opposite. The SRs are bountiful, there are plenty of them, and because there's so many of them, the market will be flooded with them, so it'll drag down the price for the secondary market. We got a Megidramon and a Metal Garurumon as our 2 rares for that pack. So I actually think Battle of Omni is really, really good for the Digimon trading card game because Omnimon Blitz is in there, Omnimon Zwart is in there. There's a lot of decent SR cards. Lord Nightmon is in there. So I think because of the way that this set works, the way that it works in terms of SRs, I think this set is really not going to be that expensive. But it's funny because it's also paired. Ooh, Spiral Masquerade. Good. I think this is just an uncommon, right? What a busted uncommon. It's really good because, ooh, Izzy Izumi and Mimi Tachikawa, and an Omnimon with the Blitz effect. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We got 3 SRs. We got the Omnimon, the Hexablaumon, and the Chaos Gallantmon. Super excited for this Omnimon because this is my first one, actually, that has the pack artwork. So, again, let's compare it to the pack artwork. Boom! Right there. Omnimon, a solid 2 of tech in a lot of red-blue decks, just being able to squeeze out that last attack. If you are building an Omnimon deck and you have the Matt and Tai, again, you'll get that as security attack +1. So, you could swing in with this, bring them down to pretty much no security, and then finish the game next turn. Super excited for that Omnimon. Really glad to add that to my collection. But yes, Battle of Omni, super awesome set. And again, I think the secondary market price is going to drop for this. On top of it, Digimon is getting a ton of massive reprints. So a lot of the SRs from the first few sets are heavily dropped in price. The one Digimon card that really didn't get a big drop in price is actually going to be Lilithmon. That used to be $35 US. Now I believe it's only 31. So I think this is really good. We got a Sakuyamon and a Metal Greymon Alterius mode. So I think this is a really, really good time to get into the Digimon trading card game because what's happening is that everyone is dropping their prices. If you go on TCG Player, you see that the prices are getting destroyed. Omnimons that used to cost $80 are now costing $31. And I actually still think that Omnimon is not too bad, the BT1 Omnimon. I think it might be a solid 1 of tech just to like do some board removal, but again, there's just so many price drops, so this is such a good time to get into the game. We got a Nokia Shiramine and a Armageddonmon as our 4th SR, meaning that we only have 3 SRs left in this box, as well as our secret rare. So I'm hoping for an Omnimon antibody, X antibody, as well as another Omnimon Zwart would be cool. And if we can get a Lord Nightmon, then we can potentially be building towards the yellow deck. Because as much as possible, we want to avoid buying singles when we open boxes. Really, I feel like for card games, it's one or the other. You either open a crazy ton of boxes, or you just go straight into singles. It seems kind of weird to go into boxes and then just be like, I still need singles, when it's like you could have saved a lot of money just by going straight into the singles right away. Alright, we got the Sumamon, we got a Black War Greymon, and we've got a Metal Greymon Alterius mode. Alright, so that is the left side of the box. So on the left side of the box, we got the alternate art, and we got 4 out of the 7 SRs. Alright, so, well, we'll see if this last pack has anything. We have a Taumon, we have a Troopmon, Floramon, Caramon, Coelamon, we have a Supreme Cannon, a Jokermon, Spiral Masquerade, Guilmon, Z-Greymon, we have an Aldolite, and we have a Rainamon. Actually, I think this Rainamon is pretty interesting good. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack +1, just being able to squeeze out that extra security attack. So if you like go Mastamon into this Rainamon, give something security attack, and then it's like you wipe out those last 2 securities, then you swing in with another card and just go for game. I think that's a pretty solid play. Alright, so on this left side, we've got the Omnimon Zwart alternate art, and we also have 4 of the SRs in Armageddonmon, Omnimon himself, and then we've got the Hexablaumon and the Chaos Gallantmon. Alright, so the right side of the box should have, again, 3 SRs and 1 secret rare. So let's see what we got here. Weedmon, Vajramon, Cubimon. I really want to make that deck. It seems like a really cool deck. Jokermon, Ultimate Flare, Yokomon, Crisp Haildramon, Shoutmon. We have a Terriermon Assistant as our first rare, and we've got a Weregarurumon Sagittarius mode. I really think this effect is cool here, the one where you can evolve from a level 5 for 1 cost. And there is that, I believe it's a Weregarurumon that gives all cards with Garurumon in its name, or I think maybe it's just other Weregarurumons, security attack +1. So I like how this game is evolving in a really nice way, but I think the worst part about its current evolution is that it's going for a very OTK style kind of deck, meaning that blockers as we move forward are going to be extremely important, meaning that you do need to consider building your board wide and not just tall. Alright, we've got a Whistling, and we've got a Black War Greymon as our rare. I'm really hoping for some more Black War Growlmons. I feel like we're starting to hit duplicates of rares, and that is the one that we actually sort of need. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We are almost halfway done. Ooh, I saw something there, I think. We've got the Dorbikmon, Daramon, Black Gaugamon, Demonic Disaster, Pixiemon, Rowdy Rocker. We got the Guilmon, Shademon, throwing some Shadesmon, and then Sunomon, Warumanzemon. I didn't realize the benefit of this card in black decks as a first vanilla 2-cost evolution, but I still don't think it deserves a rare position. Ooh, let's go, y'all, let's go. We got the Omnimon X Antibody. So we got the Omnimon Zwart defeat in the last box, and now we've got the Omnimon X Antibody, a really solid tech-in card. Let's go. I'm glad I got one of each of those. Super sick card. Not the best card in the format, but definitely has a lot of use. I believe this memory cost of 6 is kind of hard to play, especially when you consider that you're playing it in a red or a blue deck, very likely. Omnimon X Antibody. Your Digimon with Omnimon in its name can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 3, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirements. So when you think about it, it's like you can get it out for 3, but you have to get the first Omnimon out, which is already like 4, or if you're using the BT11, it's a cost of 6. So it's like, yeah, sure, you can get this out for cheaper if you evolve it on Omnimon, but that first Omnimon wasn't exactly the cheapest Omnimon to get out. And then the other effects, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So really solid effect of just, again, wiping out those blockers, because as we move forward, blockers are going to be extremely important. If you block a card that is going for game, you'll just protect yourself for 1 extra turn. Super cool card. So these are our secret and our alternate. We've got the Omnimon X Antibody and the Omnimon Zwart. What a great one to get the alternate art for, considering that we could have gotten Lord Nightmon, Chaos Gallantmon. So that is going to be our 2 for the box. What we are looking forward to now are 3 remaining SRs that we should be getting. Got the Starmon, Musiamon, Monochromon, But anyways, let's just go back to the commentary, because I feel like I actually do like the commentating more, considering I don't actually make Digimon content. So I definitely think this is a good time to get into the game, simply because, again, the market is dropping. People aren't really 100% sure what the best decks in format are right now. We're about to have a huge regional where it kind of breaks down what the best cards in the format are, and there's just so many colors in this game. If you have a favorite Digimon, there is definitely a way to build around it, or at least include it in a deck where it can be competitive, because the way Digimon works, where you can evolve based on color and not just based on evolution line. It's not like Pokemon to that regard. All right, we got the Weisland, and we've got a Arata Sonata as our 2 rares for that pack. So again, if you wanted to build a Biomon deck, but it's like, hey, a Biomon deck is a red deck, I can tech an Omnimon in there. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. So I definitely think the Digimon TCGs got a good formula when it comes to that. Did we get any Black War Groundmons? I want to build this Lilithmon deck, but I kind of need the Black War Groundmons on it. All right, we got the Pixelmon. But yes, so I definitely think now is a good time to get into the Digimon TCG, because prices are low. We got the Terriermon Assistant, and we've got an Omnimon Zwart. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We got the Omnimon Zwart, bringing our total count up to 3 when we consider that we got one alternate version, and then we got 2 in our boxes. So that is really cool. Right side of the box coming in super clutch with the Omnimon X antibody, as well as the Omnimon Zwart. So really good time to get into the Digimon TCG, because again, you can make almost any deck work. If you want to tech in something you really like, if you want to build that Taumon deck, if you want to build certain other decks, it's definitely possible to do so with this. Alright, so we are down to our last, I believe, 5 packs, and we're still looking for 2 SRs, so I think that's all that's left in this box. But personally for me, if we're talking about what I want to build the Sakuyamon deck. I really don't know what sort of potential there is in there, but I'm willing to try it out. Black Greymon and a Balukomon as our 2 rares. So I want to build the Sakuya deck. I want to build the Lilithmon Loop deck, because I think Omnimon Zward's just an incredibly powerful card that most people are probably going to be taking advantage of. People have been talking about Lilithmon Loop ever since like BT4, or when it was legal to play in BT5 in the Japanese version. So I think that deck is going to be crazy, because again, I love decks that do memory control. I think it's incredibly important, because that is the main source of interaction in this game. We've got a Tai Kamiya and Matt Ishida, and we've got a Raffleseamon. Raffleseamon? Raffleseamon? I always thought the flower was called Rafflesea. Raffleseamon. But it is going to be the Digiburst card that has on its main effect Digiburst 2. And all your Digimon get plus 2,000 DP for the turn. And then on your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon activates Digiburst, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. So again, we are looking at a format that is going to be reliant on people having blockers out. And then this is going to be Green's way of saying, oh, you've got a blocker. That is too bad. I'm going to sick out this Raffleseamon on you. But I really don't think this is going to be one of the main cards played as the level 6 of choice when it comes to green decks. So we've got 1 SR left as far as I can tell, and I think the only one I'm really looking for is, again, that Lord Nightmon, considering that we did get the Omnimon Zwart. So let's see what we can whip out with the last ones here. I'm actually pretty excited because I haven't had the Raffleseamon or the Armageddonmon prior to today. So now it's like I've got pretty much a master set of the cards, which is where you have 1 of each single card. We've got the Royal Nuts, Jokermon, Gabumon. I don't know if anyone notices, but the way I say Jokermon is very reminiscent of Persona 5. We've got Catastrophe Cannon, and we've got an Argomon as our second rare. We've got 3 packs left. We've got 1 card left in there. I also think that is another reason to get into the Digimon trading card game, because if you like opening booster boxes themselves, you get 7 SRs and an alt and a secret per box. I think that's an incredible ratio, as opposed to games like Pokemon, where it's just like, man, I don't know if you saw my box opening, I only got 5 chase cards out of 36 packs. What in the world was that? And then not only that, but when we look at Weiss, it's 1 chase card, I just think the Digimon trading card game is a good value game. We've got the Takumi Aiba and we've got the Tactimon, unfortunately, as our last SR for the box. I guess they couldn't overpower us too much with the stuff we got in the box, so they had to give us the Tactimon instead of the Lord Nightmon, but that is okay because, again, people are dropping the prices. They are dropping. I think that the drop will peak in about a week or two, but once the regionals start picking up, then I think we're going to start defining which cards are going to be the expensive ones based on how the tournament results come out. We got the Daramon. So let's just actually go through this really quick because now that I think about it, there's nothing left in the box, and then we can hop on our recap. Gladamon, Shooting Starmon, Rosemon with the awesome artwork, Shademon, dropping some Shademon, Omni Shoutmon, and a Mega Digimon Fusion. And then the last pack should theoretically have nothing in it. We already got our 7 SRs, our alternate art, and our secret. So let's see what this last pack has for us. If it has a Black War Growlmon, I'm going to call this last pack a winner here. We've got the Monochromon, Mori Shellmon, Mechanorimon, the Pale Dragonmon, the Cutemon, Rowdy Rocker, Black Mach Galgamon, Koromon, Bancho Lilymon, Absolute Blast. We've got a Diaboromon and a Weregarurumon Sagittarius mode as our last rare. And see, you get 2 rares per pack. 2 rares per pack. That's pretty cool considering that, like, literally this game makes great use of its uncommons, its commons, its rares, the non-money cards being really, really good. Like, think about, like, Lady Devimon, Angelomon, Vmon, the craziest rare that costs more than a lot of the SRs. So I think the Digimon card game makes great use of its commons, uncommons, and rares, whereas other card games, it's like, all right, all your uncommons, all your commons, all your rares are all bulk. But Digimon trading card games is like, nah. Based on the deck you're building, you're going to want to use these low-cost garbage cards that people sell for like 25 cents. All right, so let's recap our stuff. So let me go ahead and shuffle these out in a way where I think it describes the best value that we got from them. All right, here we go. So, recapping our SRs and our secret and our alternate, we've got the Tactimon as our SR, Rafflesimon, we've got the Hexablaumon, Chaos Gallantmon, this super cool looking card. I don't even have a regular Gallantmon, funny enough. We've got the Armageddonmon, we've got the Omnimon, the Hack Art himself, really cool. Again, I love Omnimon, super important Digimon in the whole series. And then my personal favorite SR we got from the box, Omnimon Zwart, helping us build that Lilithmon loop deck. When it comes to our secret, we got the Omnimon X Antibody. Super cool looking card. Look at that shine. Look at that artwork. Man, what a card. I really do love this card. And I got to tell you, this artist, Aze Maria, has done some crazy, amazing work for this set. I don't know if they'll ever see this video, but thank you so much for this amazing artwork that we've gotten all throughout BT5 Battle of Omni. And then finally, the piece de resistance, we got the alternate art Omnimon Zwart. Really hoping I can get the corresponding artwork that goes with this one. This is another Aze Maria card, actually. So Aze Maria really going ham on the Battle of Omni, and I love card artwork. I definitely think card artwork would be the pinnacle of my career if I was ever an artist. So Aze Maria going ham on this set. I hope they feel a lot of just gratitude coming from the community because this artwork absolutely stunning. But with that being said, that is our BT5 opening day Battle of Omni booster box opening. So once more to recap, we got the Tactimon, the Rafflesimon, the Hexablaumon, Chaos Gallantmon, Armageddonmon, Omnimon Zwart, and then we've got the Omnimon X Antibody and the Omnimon Zwart alternate art. So super cool stuff that I was able to get from this box. Again, I encourage you to get into the Digimon TCG game now. Digimon TCG card game? I don't know, I messed all that up. But I encourage you to get into it now because now is a great time to get into the game because of how low the prices are dropping. And there's a lot of great resources out there, like True Champion Steven is a fantastic source that I like to use. There's Battle Ready Inc., super good stuff. So I highly recommend you check out the Digimon trading card game because if there was ever a time where the reprints drop the prices astronomically low, now is going to be that time. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. If you'd like to join my Discord, I'll consider it. If this video gets enough views, if it gets enough likes, I'll go ahead and make a Discord channel for the Digimon trading card game. But for now, there's nothing there, so we'll hold off on the Discord for now. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.